Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of PATTAY'S Performance. I didn't plan on doing anything with this machine, but it kind of graced my presence last night, 2 nights ago. So here it is. I'm not going to do a complete build on this. I'm just going to show you guys how to tune up this machine. If you guys go through my channel, I've already modified the impeller on this. I showed you guys how to do that. I've also showed you guys how to fix this machine in case it doesn't run when you pull it out of storage for a long time. But let's just go over this machine. It's a really cool machine. It's got a 24-inch clearing path, which is a really nice size. You've got a serrated auger. Serrated auger, right? So this could chop up the thick and heavy wet snow. You have 4 shear pins. You don't have grease fittings, so this is more on the lower end, but it's still a nice machine. It's got a 208cc engine. Very, very nice size for the machine. If you guys, I'll drop a link in my description. I've ran an Ariens 208-24, their version of this. They have really nice V-groove tires, which I love these for tire chains. I'm not going to be putting tire chains on this machine, so none of that. Has a nice electric start. What is a bummer, I thought it would have, if it did have a stator output, I would do a build on this machine. But since there is no stator output, I'm going to show you guys how to tune it up. And that's it. Alright, you got your polymer skid shoes that are double-sided. So as soon as one side wears out, you flip these over and you're back in business. So this is a snow thrower because the chute is articulated. It's not short and stubby. That's your snow blower. 2 speeds reverse, 6 speed forward. So just 1 and 2 are for blowing. Anything past 4 and up is, I think, is transportation use. Built-in shear pin holder. And does this have auger lock? Let's see. Yes, this has auger lock. You see that one-hand chute control, and it gives you the ability to move with one hand. So really nice machine. If you're in the market for an inexpensive snowblower to get the job done, this is definitely going to be it. Especially if you modify the impeller. And if you want to throw some tire chains on here, you're really going to have a formidable foe with on the lower end, right? So the downside of machines like this is obviously quality. See this here? All these cheap machines, they bow out from taking hits, and that's because it's just made thin, and the price shows that you do not have grease fittings here or any place else. You actually have to physically take the components out and grease them, which we don't do. And that's it. It's missing the snow chute, but I'll take care of that. So let's get this party started. We're going to get this thing started and running. So choke down, prime it, take it off. We're going to let this thing run for 10 minutes and we're going to change the oil. Alright, so a little bit of a time lapse because I'm probably venting right now, right? I got aggravated. So, Husqvarna backpack blower, still hedge trimmer, Echo SRM 230, which is the step above than what you see at Home Depot, and a Toro Personal Pace. I'm missing $1,000 for everything, fully serviced, ready to go. And you know what? Meet me in the middle, because a lot of people can offer me 8. Meet me in the middle at 9. We have a deal. Anyhow, this guy's like, listen, I need to come get this right now, or I'm going back to my house upstate and you're going to have to wait next week. Now, I had a service provider at the house doing some work under warranty for us, so I couldn't leave the house. So I gave him the address. He offered me $300 for everything, after being here for about 20 minutes going over everything. Obviously, I was beyond livid. I just left him in the, I said goodbye. Put my hand out, I said thank you for wasting my time. Best of luck in your budget and have a great day. Then I had another guy for my 600 package deal that I really need to be in the 630 range, but I'm going to try and get 550 for everything. I really need to be in the 530 range and have it up for 6. Another guy. Oh, we got to get this done now, blah, blah, blah. So that was after this. I threw everything in the car, drove to where I meet people, and he offers me $200. Meanwhile, the backpack blower, the Echo 580T, that's brand new in the box. That doesn't even cover the car. And I just kind of lost my stuff on him. And then he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, goodbye. And he started to try and help me put stuff. And I said, don't touch anything. Because if anything breaks, you can't afford to replace it. I'm like, where are these? You know, it's Freaky Friday here in Long Island, New York. So anyway, back to this thing. So I've had this thing running for about 10-15 minutes now. Probably more around 15, because I was just venting to my wife. Now I gotta vent to you guys because now I'm just aggravated. Because today is my only day off, and I have a lot to do. And obviously I drastically cut that down. But whatever. So anyway, so it's funny. Online, right, it says that this machine takes 16 ounces of oil. And this is the farthest from the truth, right, because I've done plenty of these. It's more like 18 or 20. So as you guys see, I put the dipstick out, 10 millimeter, and let's see, look at that, see how it cracked? Okay, if it didn't crack, do you see these thumbs right here? You put a vice grip right here on it, not too tight because you don't want to crack the tube, and that's going to hold it as you tighten it. So anyway, let's drip this out. Usually I have you guys on a stand, but I don't know, I'm not thinking right now, I'm just aggravated, sorry. Well, it's pretty clean, but we're going to change it. So let me put you guys up in the stand, and we'll go from there. Oil's going to drip out. Alright guys, so the oil has drained. So if you guys will pay attention, I'm using the step between my garage and my driveway to help me tip the snowblower out and get all the oil. Now, this snowblower tells you it takes 5W30. My choice of 5W30 is Royal Purple synthetic oil. It's actually high performance. Exactly what your snowblower needs and calls for a multitude of reasons. Now, like I said, this thing takes 20 ounces of oil. How do you measure that? This is a pin cup from Home Depot that I use. So I'm just going to pour some Royal Purple in there. Bear with me. Okay. Now, why Royal Purple? Why synthetic oil? So there's a funny story behind Royal Purple that I've probably explained before, and lo and behold, it precludes to why I choose Royal Purple synthetic in general. Now, how often do you use your snowblower, right? You probably don't use it a lot. But here in New York, we have winter for a couple of months. We don't get a lot of snowstorms, but when it snows, it sucks. So, the point of Royal Purple is that it stays in the cylinders and it keeps everything lubricated for quite some time. Now, when you store your snowblower, you're supposed to pull the spark plug out and throw some oil down the spark plug hole, just 2 spritz of like WD-40, something, anything. And then you store it. You don't touch it. You don't even start it ever again. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. What I like to do is, when I take the machine out of dormitory use, per se, or storage, I don't start the machine. I pull the key out and I just give it a couple pulls. Because that gives the oil time to splash around inside the engine, and then you give it a rip. Because over time, from sitting in storage, oil falls to the ground. Royal Purple has a lot of agents and molecules that adhere to the surface and don't fall so easily. So that's why you should use Royal Purple. That's why you should use synthetic. Long story short, my buddy has an old bike. His drain plug fell out. That's his fault. And he realized that because he was going squiggly down the road. Now, it was a cheap, crappy bike, and it wasn't worth towing. So he rode it home for about 20-30 minutes with no drain plug. Got home, got another drain plug. It's still running to this day. About 3 years now. So that's why I like Royal Purple. I put it in my wife's car. I put it in snow blowers. Put it in ground blowers. Anything that takes 5W30, it's getting Royal Purple. So this is sponsor free. Royal Purple. If you ever come across my videos, hook me up, because guess what? See that? That's 5 gallons worth. That tells you how much I use it, especially in all my builds and my customers' machines. So anyway, we got this in here, 20 ounces. Let's give it a rip. Okay. Let's check the dipstick. Underneath the machine. Oh, that's some sippage. Alright. Pull out the dipstick tube. Alright. Here's your dipstick tube. High. Right, can you guys see that? High and low. You want to get to the checkers. You want it to the top dot. So you put 20 ounces in here. Now we did lose some because there's still some on the top. Let's see what 20 ounces bring us. Ah, look at that. Right on the money. 20 ounces. Okay, so now that's done. The oil change is done. Now, you have to grease the machine. Out into the driveway it goes. You're going to put the snowblower in the service position, and we're going to start to service the machine. We're going to turn the shoe one way or the next. We're going to get a piece of cardboard or something to put here to cover the machine. So, call it that. Alright, see that? That's okay. Now, this is the service position. So now we are going to pull off these belly pin bolts and expose the transmission. Now these should be 10 millimeter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Either 10 millimeter or 3/8. I'm going to go with 10 millimeter because this is a newer model. Made overseas. And here we are, 10 millimeter bolts. And expose your belly pin. Alright, just going to pull this out. Here's our transmission. Best way to sum this up, this is a manual clutch transmission. This is your friction disc. This rubber here is replaceable. It's also adjustable too. But I like to call, this is called your friction disc, we'll call this a clutch. Here is your flywheel. You hold down the lever and it holds the friction disc and we're good to go. We need to lubricate this right here and the gears here. So let's do that. So we have this on shift gear 6. You can put it on reverse too. We just want to get it all the way to the other side. We're going to expose everything we can. I'm just taking a set of suspension grease, chassis grease. You see that? I'm just putting a little bit on my hand, like so. And I'm just spreading it all over the shaft. It's like a hexagon shape. If you don't think you want to do that, just spin it the tires. We're good to go. Now, shift it to the opposite end. Right? And just do the same thing. Little dabs. And that's that. Now, this sprocket here, I like to put some lubricant on that too. Because that spins on that shaft. You don't have to, but I like to. Because guess what? That's metal to metal. So I'm just putting it on the gears and I'm just spinning it. You don't have to, but I like to because that's metal on metal. And every time there's metal on metal, you like it, but you want to lubricate that. Alright, so we're done greasing the machine. Belly pan's going to go back on. So before we put the belly pan on, we're going to kill a couple birds with one stone. Because I'm also going to restock this machine. Pull the wheels off. 1/2 inch drive or 13 millimeter. Now you don't have to, but I like to. Because people do not do this. See how this rim slides off nice and easy? Let's keep it that way. Let's going to be a couple of videos you see me where people don't do that, and it's frozen, and they're a bitch to... Oof. And they are a pain to get off. And you need to take off these tires sometimes to fix this machine. My battery dead? I wonder why. Okay, new battery. It's a smaller one, but it'll work. Comes right off. Okay? We're going to lubricate these shafts too. See how it comes right off? Let's keep it that way. But if you guys can see, I skipped over it for you guys. I painted the wheels. I'm restyling this machine because I'm going to resell it. And if you want your machine to look cool, do the same thing. I pull that sheath off as a spacer. I'm going to do the same thing as the shaft. Nice coat of grease. And that's it. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Pull the sheath off. So we do to one side, we must do to the other. Why would you grease one shaft and not the other? I know I'm doing it off camera because I got both my hands are occupied, but you get the idea. I'm going to put the spacer / sheath back on. Okay, and now we're going to put our belly pad on. We're going to give the wheels just a little bit of time to dry. You know the paint is still wet. It'll dry just fine. Okay, belly pan bolt. Slide that underneath. We are in. Have our belly pan bolts right here. Remember, start these by hand. You're good to go. Now what I like to do, because everything is, just give everything a quick wipe down. That will power wash that out. You see a little rust there, we're not going to touch that. It'll be fine. But if this was my machine to own, I would definitely take care of that. Wire wheel it, throw a little bit of paint on that, and you're good to go. Because rust equals rot. Tighten these back down. Now when they talk about adjustments on this machine, you will know better than I, because you will see this machine, how it performs in all its glory compared to what it is now. But for now, because this thing runs and drives and the augers engage when I want them to, I'm not going to do any adjustments on it. This wheel back in there. Oh, that was reverse. I wonder. See, I'm rushing. See that? Put the wheels back on. These you definitely want to. Now if you're wondering why the wheels were kind of hard, the nuts were kind of hard to take off, those are put on from the factory with some sort of, why can't I think of it right now? What do they call that? It comes in red, blue, and green. I'm having a brain fart. It'll come to my thread locker. from the factory. So it's not anything else but the thread locker. There you go. Start this by hand. See that? See that? Run it down. I'm just going to throw, because that bolt is a different color, I don't want that contrast. I want everything to be black. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Right? So everything looks uniform. We are going to take this off the service position. And next, we're going to adjust the skid shoe height. I think it's off. Now look at this. This person's skid shoe adjustment is way off. Look, skid shoes aren't even, they can't even be seen. It's running on the scraper bar and the machine itself. Insane. So let's adjust that. So what we need to do is take off the skid shoes completely, and we're going to use a spacer. I use a paint stick. I stick this underneath the machine, and that sets my gap. That technically should be how much snow you have on the ground after you make a pass with your snowblower. Now there's carriage bolts on the side, so you have to support it from the inside so you don't strip it out. And we are going to use a 1/2 inch of 13 millimeter, and it comes right out. See that? Let's keep that. I was going to do something else with that, but I decided not to. So all you have to do is loosen them. Don't take them all the way out. I'm an idiot. What I like to do is, these are nylon locking nuts. You gotta start them by hand. This bolt is fantastic. So with pressure behind it, remember on the inside, just make it snug. Because now you have to apply pressure. That's why I mean a little too slow. You have to apply pressure, right? And then tighten the nut. Remember, apply pressure. Don't worry about that plastic. That's just a nylon locking nut. Alright, so we know that side's good. Remember, what you do to one side, you must do to the other. Same thing, hold it, crack it loose, see how the skid shoe falls, push it down with one hand. Now because you know inside is still stuck, you didn't back it out all the way, lock it down. Alright, here we go here. Now, if you want to go crazy, which you should go crazy because you're going to own this machine for a lifetime, right? Inside here, I'll put this down for you guys. You guys get a better view. Using your shear pins right here. See that? What you want to do is push and pull. Give this a spin and spray lubricant as you're doing this, because then you're working the lubricant inside, and that will stop the augers from seizing and rusting to your shaft. And you're going to use that one day because you're going to need to repair this gearbox. Hopefully you won't have to, because that means you hit something or you messed up. Clear the auger of everything. This plastic bag that's in here, because guess what? There's a seal in here. That plastic bag will retain heat and blow that seal. Now, if you guys remember, if you guys follow my channel, subscribe to my channel, which you guys should, you guys would know that I'm a heavy-duty union diesel mechanic by trade. And if you do, and you should, follow me on Instagram at PATTAY'S Performance, you'll see what my life is all about at work. Plastic bags get caught up on drive shafts and cause the pinion seal to get heat and leak. Alright? So that's it. We're done. We are good to go. You know what? Let's pop off the belt cover. Let me show you what we're looking at when we do that. Two 10mm bolts. We expose the belt cover. See that? Now, let me take you off the camera. Drive belt, auger belt, 75404-050. This is your tensioner. When you hit, you see this? When you hit this, see how now you're blowing snow. Now the belt is still good. If you notice that your snow performance has decreased a little bit, see that little gap right there? You could adjust this and push it forward and put more tension on the belt. This is your drive belt. This is a fixed belt per se. Always has tension on it. There is no adjustment. The only adjustment you can make is right here on the handle. See, there's a spot here and a spot here. That's it. After that, there are no more adjustments you can make. So if you are running into drive or snow blowing issues, start with your adjustments. If that, check your belt tension. And that's it. Alright guys, if you guys found this video helpful, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and guess what? I'll see you guys on the next episode of PATTAY'S Performance. Oh wait, let me show you the restyle. Isn't she so pretty? Black wheels, black skid shoes, black augers, black shoe, black and red, right? No mosh posh of colors, because that gray stood out like nowhere. Alright guys, that's it. Don't forget, smash the like button, smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next episode of PATTAY'S Performance. Later.